Hello everybody, Sky here, and as you can kind of tell, I did not clean this room today, so I needed to get this video made, and I did not feel like cleaning up a big pile of boxes over there. So, we're filming in this corner today. It's the best. Vanny. Yeah, it's crazy. It is what it is. Yeah. Alrighty guys, so essentially I built a Vanessa mask, and this is probably one of my more simple masks I've built in a while because it's essentially one solid piece. It doesn't have a jaw mechanism, there's no like blinking mechanic, and the ears are solid and don't really bend at all. They can kind of move a little bit, but that's just because of the material they are made out of. But yeah, so essentially probably one of my most simple masks in concept, but the only real new thing I did for this one was the eyes themselves. So at the moment they are not turned on, but as you can see, when they do turn on, it looks really cool. Like, I didn't do a specific, like a singular light in the center kind of pointing out. What I actually did was I kind of lined the exterior of the eye section with ring light, or not ring lights, with fairy lights that are red, and then I put a plastic clear red transparent thingamabob in the way, and then there's a black mesh so you can't see inside the mask because this stuff is pretty see-through. So overall she's got pretty good vision, and I actually cut a hole in the plastic part to kind of give more of a solid black circle in the middle of it. But yeah, this is what it looks like on my head. Yeah. But yeah. Here's what she looks like with the lights off. It's not the brightest on camera, but it does look pretty spooky if it's just in like a silhouette and she's just like kind of a thing. But yeah, so pretty spooky. Now, I don't know how well you'll be able to see it, but this is kind of a quick interior shot here. These are the fairy lights, like so. I can kind of take them out to be able to change the batteries, and they just sort of slot in, and there's a switch on both of them. And yeah, it's basically just a mask that sits on my head, to be honest. And yeah, I guess the only other real thing to do is kind of look at the up-close details. Here we are. You can kind of see the seams I went with. I went ahead and used a black paint to paint on the seams. The one down the center here is just paint, and I did it to make it more accurate to the character, but then all of the other ones I actually did along the seam lines when I cut the fabric and was putting it on and stuff. So these are actual seam lines that I put paint on top of, and then this one down the middle is just decoration. And yeah, I am actually very happy with how this mask turned out, and I do plan on making the rest of the costume eventually. It's not going to be a right away thing, but I do plan on making a full suit for her, and it'll be interesting because I should be able to use it in upcoming videos and shorts and possibly music videos, I don't know. And yeah, I'm gonna do a real quick comparison with some other characters, but before that I just wanted to say a big thank you to everybody that watched my previous showcase on my All Might mask. I posted that not expecting it to do very well, and it did decently, so I'm very happy with the people that did watch it. If you haven't seen it yet, it'd be awesome if you clicked on it. It's not a Five Nights at Freddy's character, it's an anime character, but I did put a lot of work into it, and it turned out pretty cool. Here's what the mask kind of looks like with this light source hanging out a little bit, but I really do appreciate everybody that watched that video. Alright, for the first comparison, we've got the new Vanessa mask with my old Vanessa mask. As you guys can see, this one's a lot larger. This one's not a full mask, it's just kind of like a Halloween mask. And yeah, this is technically made out of clay and foam, and this is made out of foam and lights and fabric. So, a little bit different. I think they both look really cool. I was basically using this one whenever I had to use Vanessa and anything, but now that I have an actual Vanessa mask and eventually costume, I'll probably start using this one more than this, and this will probably kind of get retired and just be on the shelf because it sure looks cool, but as like a full costume, it is not the greatest. So yeah, it is what it is. And one more quick size comparison. Here is my glitch trap mask that has like a working jaw, fancy light up eyes, and stuff like that. And here it is compared with my new Vanessa mask. Vanessa, I feel like I got the shape of the head a lot better. The glitch trap one I think is really good, but then obviously the shape of the head isn't quite right. But I feel like I pretty much nailed this one on shape-wise. If you guys are curious, I decided to purposely not give her whiskers just because I didn't really like the way that they look on Glitch Trap, so I didn't want to try to add the same kind of thing to Vanessa and end up hating it and not be able to undo it. So I think she looks really good the way she is without the whiskers.
But hey, that's just my opinion.
Also, while I got you here, just so you guys are aware, I do have a gaming channel. I'm actually live streaming every Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and I'm streaming for roughly about an hour, hour and a half. And I'm just trying to kind of have more of a consistent streaming schedule over there. At the moment, I've kind of been playing a little bit of Minecraft and some other games, but it's kind of random on what game I decide to choose. I recommend going over there and subscribing, because if you just can't get enough of this beautiful face, yes, then there's an option for you. And yeah, I think that's gonna wrap up today's video, guys. I hope you did enjoy. If you did, feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and all that other stuff. When Fate Comes Knocking Chapter 2 Part 2 is hopefully gonna be coming out before the end of the month, but that's not necessarily a promise because there's still quite a bit to do on it, so I'm gonna kind of go a little bit crazy trying to finish editing it, and I really hope it does well when it comes out, because depending on how well it does, I will either start work on the 3rd episode immediately, or if it doesn't do the greatest, I'll probably push it back and do some more Five Nights at Freddy's content. Mainly just because I gotta pay rent, and if my videos don't get views, then I can't really pay rent, so, you know, it is what it is.
Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye now.